Wednesday addiction. Humpin' it with Mello, D83, and the Maestro.
Hello and welcome everyone. The week is almost over. You're halfway there. It's Wednesday, hump day, and you're now humping it with Mello, D83, and the Maestro. Please get your mind out of the gutter.
Yes, indeed. Thank y'all for tuning in once again to the Humpin' It podcast. We appreciate your time, your support, your love, and your likes. Don't forget to like those videos, y'all. All right. Sorry for the dramatics, but just that type of night. Hey, all right now. But yes, go ahead. What you say?
I was thinking after you talking like that, this color fits you well. You should have this one.
It has begun. I didn't even say anything. See, it's not always me. I want y'all to know this and see for yourself. It's not always me. D83 he's a monster. You should see how he talks to me outside of this podcast.
No, they don't want to hear that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They don't want.
We'd probably get banned. So let's not do that. Anyways, let's get into it. Mello D83, how y'all be? How y'all feel?
Doing well.
The side eye was for what?
Yeah.
Well, the question should be, how are you, Maestro? Today is your birthday.
Well, I'm doing great. I'm here, right? So I think that's a win for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well said.
Thank you. You know, sitting here with two of my most favorite people in the world.
You're looking great.
Thank you.
Looks like there's a little less gray.
Oh,
looking good. Looking really good. Really good.
I appreciate that. That's a lie, but that's okay. I appreciate it nonetheless.
You turned what? 27?
Yeah.
I believe, right? 27, 28?
See, that's why I deal with you, bro. You all right with me. That's lies of blasphemy. I just want y'all to know that. I don't think the viewers will have any question in their head that I am not 27. 28 maybe, but not 27.
Yeah.
Those days are long gone, y'all. Anyways, that's all right. We gonna jump right into it, y'all. Let's get it.
Here comes the starting 5'5" water boy, D83 with the 3 and out segment.
D83. What you got for us, bro?
Well, speaking of you being 27, 28, you know.
Yeah.
Which wasn't that long ago. We were friends then as well.
We were.
Yes.
It's amazing how long I've known you.
Yeah.
It's absolutely amazing. I can't calculate years, but it's been quite a long time. 20 plus, almost close, maybe close to 30.
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, the time flies.
Dang, that's a long time. Man. That's good though, man. See? That says something. Of course.
That you have high, that you can tolerate people for a really long time?
Yes. No, of course not, sir. That means that we're just two peas in a pod.
Thank you.
I would agree with that statement.
You just threw me off because I was like,
You expecting something.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
Hey, man.
Hats off to you, man. Happy birthday.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. I know viewers probably like, yeah. But that's okay, man.
So, NBA. I just have to say, I can't wait. Next week, it starts.
Right.
I can't wait. I swear I'm starting to turn into more of an NBA fan than I am an NFL fan.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know, because the NBA, there's a lot of stars. Not saying that the NFL doesn't have a lot of stars, but
right.
the stars in the NBA can really stand out more because it's only, 5 starters on each team. That can stand out versus, the 53-man roster
Right.
on the NFL, right? So, but I'm looking forward to it. There's been a lot of additions to multiple teams, players leaving certain teams. I can't wait. I think it's gonna be fun. Got a lot of good rookies coming in the league.
Facts.
I'm
Facts.
excited.
Well, good, man. Good.
And plus, my son is a really big NBA fan, so that gives us
Nice.
something to talk about even more
Yeah, that's dope.
and watch together. So
That's awesome, man. Quality time. Ain't nothing like it.
yes, sir. So again, that starts next week, the 25th. I can't wait. This weekend, this Saturday, UFC 294 comes on at 2:00. And I can't wait. I can't wait because of who's fighting. Now the issue is though, you and I will be driving down the road, so just be aware. The fight will almost be over when I come pick you up, but I may be trying to watch the fight and drive at the same time. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Should I just stay at home and wait till it's over?
Yeah. Because
Okay.
yeah, I want to come back safely.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
I could always drive, so it's all good.
Yeah, this is true.
So
This is very.
yeah,
We'll see.
sounds good to me. We'll work it out.
Yeah. So Islam. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce his last name. That guy. He's
Yeah.
super. He's super awesome. He's only got one loss. The dude is incredible. His coach is Khabib, who, in my opinion, is the greatest UFC fighter of all time. He never lost a fight. Khabib was nasty.
He was.
Khabib
I don't know.
was nasty.
I can't argue that. I can't really argue that.
Because it used to be John Jones, but I've seen some fights where John Jones, I swear he only won because of his name. And I'm like, yo, he got it.
Because of the cards.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm not. Oh, no, man.
It's possible, yeah.
Khabib, there was no doubt who won those fights, okay? It was like, yeah, Khabib won.
Yeah, but
clearly.
I guess to me, I would have to compare who he fought versus who somebody like John Jones fought. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or I mean, so are you saying current? You think he's the greatest player in the current era? Or are we talking about in all of UFC? Yeah.
I'm saying
because there's
very
some
good question.
crazy greats in that, but like that league when it first started. Oh my gosh! Even in the in the 2000s, the early 2000s, you know what I'm saying? It was like that.
in my opinion, I would say Khabib is, my opinion only, the greatest UFC fighter I'd ever seen.
Man, I can respect that. Now I got to do some research because I got to throw some others at you. I might have to show you some highlights. But yeah, because
I'm down.
If I don't know if I had to pick one. Gosh, man. Nah, that's gonna be hard. Chuck Liddell was a monster. I don't know if you. Chuck Liddell was used to. I mean, he was an absolute maniac, man. But it was some other cats. I don't know. We'll save that for another time. I'm gonna hit you with some choices.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Still, I don't know if you can sway me, because Khabib was that dude.
Yeah, he super nasty. I ain't taking nothing from him for sure.
And so Khabib, Islam, again, who's being trained by Khabib, because Khabib retired due to his father dying. Khabib's father died, and Khabib's trainer was his dad.
Oh, wow.
It was really incredible and honorable how he retired. He says, "Look, I don't want to fight without my dad in my corner."
Wow.
He's always been there since I was a kid. It doesn't feel right. I will never fight again without him in my corner.
Wow, that's
I was like,
amazing.
dang.
Man.
Right.
Yeah, so he ended up becoming a coach just like his dad.
There you go. Why
It
not?
was really cool.
That's amazing.
So Islam is fighting Alexander Volkanovski. That dude is nasty too. This is going to be a really good fight. This is going to be incredible. I can't wait. These two going at it. It's money well spent, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And the fight prior to that is Kamaru Usman fighting against. I'm going to butcher this name as well, but it's Kazmat. I know I've pronounced that wrong. I've seen him fight several times as well. He's undefeated. He's like 12-0. But Usman's let me down a lot lately, though, because I've seen him lose some fights, and I'm like, dang.
Some fights he shouldn't have, you feel like?
Well, I'm just saying, as big of a name as he has been in the last 5-8 years, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is.
Hey,
Hey, it's...
Any given fight day, bro. For real.
Dude, it's tough, man, to go out there and fight another man like that.
Yeah.
I'm not willing to do it.
And you talking them 4-ounce gloves, man. Ain't much padding between that and your fist. So
Right.
you feeling that impact, bro.
Yes, sir.
Ain't no
Yes,
question.
sir. Could you imagine this? And 4 ounce glove? You know what I'm saying? Could you imagine that?
Man, whew, terrified right now.
So, anyways, NFL. Because I can't even lie like that. I mean, who am I lying to? That wouldn't even hurt. That wouldn't even hurt an infant.
Ooh,
They'd be like, boo. NFL. This weekend, I'll tell you what, the NFL has been crazy this year. It's been a lot of games where I've been looking forward to watching, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna be great, and then they turn out to be butt weapons. Mm-hmm. Like not even close that I anticipate. It's crazy.
that's how it
This
is.
Sunday, yeah, it's been super crazy this year. Sunday night, well, first tomorrow night's game should be good. You got the Jacksonville Jaguars against the New Orleans Saints. Should be good. Jags been playing some good ball, just like Detroit. You might want to jump back on the Detroit Lions bandwagon.
Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'll go into sinking ship with my Titans right now. Because it's sinking really bad. It's not sunk yet, but I'd be dadgum. It's mighty close.
I mean, it's getting to the point where your team is getting so bad where I actually am glad I'm a Washington fan and not a Tennessee Titans fan.
Wow.
Wait, that was the level of disrespect that just came out your mouth.
And we suck.
What's y'all score? What's y'all's record right now?
3-3.
Oh, shoot. I can't say nothing. Sir, there's nothing to be proud of. You are 1 win away from being the worst team, too.
Okay. Hey.
I'm
It's not a losing record right now. It's not a losing record right now.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
500.
Yeah, I can't say nothing. We're 2-4.
Sunday night's game.
Who's that?
Eagles versus the Dolphins.
Ooh, that's gonna be good.
8-20.
That'll be
Both of them are 5-1. Sunday night.
Two are doing this
8-20.
thing. I'm proud of the Dolphins, man. I really am. Because
Oh,
three years ago, they were trash. 3 years ago, they were trash, bro. But
Tua.
yeah,
Yeah, Tua's been good, and I didn't like him in college. I wasn't
Yeah.
a big fan of him.
yeah, man. They got a squad together, man. And he's like I said, he's doing his thing.
Yeah, as long as he,
I'm glad to see that though, especially after that scary concussion that he caught, man. When his fingers was all jacked up and stuff, man. That was terrifying, man.
well, it's because he had like 3 or 4 of them last.
Yeah,
That's
I
what-
know.
Sat him down for the year.
Yeah,
Because I mean, they were winning a lot of games last year until he got.
yep,
So it
exactly.
is what it is. Unfortunately, it's a tough sport.
Yeah,
So now for last items, music. I'll touch real quick due to the fact that Maestro and I going to check out Lauryn Hill and the Fugees.
yeah, bruh. Yeah. Trying to see my boo thing. Going here.
Yes, dude. I think I can speak for all men our age.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
back in the day, she was
Hey, I'm trying to tell you, she fine now. Listen, but that Sister Act 2, Lauryn Hill, that was on a whole nother level, bro. That messed a lot of young guys up. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
And her voice.
Yeah.
Yes, man. Lauryn Hill is amazing. As an artist, you know what I'm saying? Aside from all the stuff we talk about, you know what I'm saying? But in all seriousness, like as an artist, I really, really respect her. I like her a lot.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be a great concert.
Should be, yes. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Capital One Arena. Mm-hmm. Nice. So the album is obviously the Fugees, the score. Can you believe this? 1996.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I was in school. And then when they dropped the Ready or Not, bro. Oh no, the score was
that was on it.
Yeah,
That was on it.
Yo, we went crazy. That joint was banging on everybody's radio.
Yeah.
Everybody's radio.
That song.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wyclef as a producer.
Amazing. Yeah, no
was
question.
nasty.
No question.
Nasty.
No question, man. I don't know if Praz is going to be there because I think Praz is. I just read an article today about his legal troubles. They're trying to get a retrial because they said that something about the lawyer that he used, his previous lawyer, botched
Sorry,
up
my
his.
dog.
What's wrong?
Dog knocked over everything underneath there.
Oh,
man.
He's like sleeping right here at my feet. I don't understand.
man. I don't know.
Sorry.
Seems to be
Go ahead,
close.
continue.
It's all good.
Praz. Legal.
Oh yeah. So his lawyer, so they put out a statement. He's looking for a retrial because they were saying that his previous lawyer used this specific AI application or app, to generate the closing arguments, and it was completely botched up. So they're saying, that he didn't get a fair trial because of that, or something like something like that. But I don't know. I don't know the whole details about it because I didn't read it all the way. But I don't know if hopefully he'll be there.
I hope so.
Yeah, I'd like to see all of the Fugees.
Yeah, I mean, because it ain't the Fugees, but all three.
Exactly, big facts. But so, all right. Sorry, did I cut you off?
No, I mean, I was obviously the only other thing I was going to mention Lauryn Hill's album when she went, once they broke up, she left in 1998, came out with the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Man,
All right.
amazing album. Still to this day is an amazing album. If you haven't listened to it, I mean, Spotify, go on YouTube. Just check out some of the songs. Amazing album. I'm upset that it was her only solo album, like official solo album. But listen, it's to this day is bangers on there. So check it out. Oh dang, you had DA3?
That cough has been lingering since I had the flu. That was
Yeah.
brutal. I had a question though. I thought she had an album after that.
I don't think it's been like an official kind of like she may have. I know she released the MTV Unplugged one. I guess that counts, maybe. I don't know. I was thinking more of like an official studio type album. You know what I'm saying? And I could be wrong. Maybe my Lauryn Hill facts are off, so don't quote me on that. Just saying. Yes. D83, appreciate you, bro. Mello.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Now, y'all know what time it is. Time to go to sleep.
Now it's time for a classically awesome journey to Squareville with Mello.
Hey, Mello. How you doing? How are you?
Please. The fake enthusiasm.
I'm sorry.
Don't patronize me.
I was trying to keep it in, but I couldn't help it.
Well, tonight I wanted to talk a little bit about favorite fall foods or comfort foods during this time of year. So I know we spoke a couple weeks ago. Like
If you say pumpkin anything, I'm snapping. Do not say pumpkin. No, I don't. I'm so sick of pumpkin. Is the
Pumpkin.
most overrated.
Pumpkin.
I can't see. Let
Pumpkin.
me. You getting muted? I'm about to mute you.
Pumpkin.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got you. I got you.
Dude, that's funny. I'm excited about this because ever since I quit working out and watching what I eat, I love to eat.
Oh man.
I love food. Food's amazing.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
And let me
Except-
tell you something. No. Don't you say nothing.
Except for pumpkin.
There's just like, I don't know, there's a special craving, or there are just some foods that are more special during this time of year as the weather starts getting cold. You like to have like heartier foods that kind of warm you up from the inside out.
Yes.
Some of my favorites, and I love to pull the crock pot out at this time.
I just knew you was gonna say pumpkin spice
Pumpkin.
latte, skinny venti
No,
macchiato. I know you was gonna do that. I just knew it. Man.
I'm not that much of a pumpkin fan. But if it is, it's not towards necessarily like coffee drinks. I like pumpkin in actual foods, like pumpkin oat bars or pumpkin and beef curry. Like I was just mentioning that recipe to you earlier.
You ain't never had it a day in your life.
No, but I like to make some of that. I've had pumpkin oatmeal chocolate chip bars. I used to make those. Those were like my breakfast. Absolutely loved them.
Sounds very good.
You're sus.
There's
Very good.
You're sus.
there's just something about pumpkin when it pertains to mixing it with like other foods. It has its own, kick, its own little twist to things. You are one of the exceptions, and I'm not talking.
Yeah, you're lame.
Maestro.
It's like turkey. I'm so sick of turkey around this time of year. Don't show me no turkey on Thanksgiving. I don't want it. Keep it.
Are you serious?
I'm so serious. I don't even like turkey, except for the sliced turkey deli meat. That's all extra processed, so you don't know it's turkey. I deal with that. You keep that bird to yourself, though. I don't want it.
Oh my gosh. Anyway,
Ah, humbug.
I know, right?
What? I mean, it's played, man. Turkey this and turkey that. Go ahead. Please
Okay.
finish. Please finish.
Let me tell you some of my favorites that I like to make in the crock pot. So there is this stew. I don't really have a name for it. It's just like pork. Like I'll get pork, cut it into chunks, add sweet potatoes, onions, carrots, some seasonings. And I don't even have to add like a thickener like a roux or cornstarch, because as the sweet potato cooks, it gets soft and it kind of falls apart in the soup. And then when you mix it together, it thickens the stew itself, and it's amazing. It is so good. Like I said, I don't have a name for it. It's just pork sweet potato stew that I like to make during this time of year. It is so good. And another thing, chili.
I get down with that. I get down with that. Yeah. You speaking my language right about now.
So
No
I like
question.
the traditional chili, beans, ground beef, or ground turkey. But I've also made a chicken chili, like a white bean chicken chili
That's
before.
nasty.
Oh my god.
That ain't chili.
That's not good?
I don't like it. I have my own special taste, so you know what I'm saying. Like, chicken and chili just don't mix to me. That's just my thing, though.
No one asked. Anyway.
Didn't have to. I don't need your permission. I told you.
So another one of my fall favorites, and I love making this, I haven't made it in a while, is chicken pot pie.
Who the hell she thinks she is? Who she thinks she is, y'all? Oh, excuse me. I thought it was muted.
And I like making it from scratch. Like the crust, everything. It is delicious. It hits the spot. It's tasty, better than, to me, the store-bought chicken pot pies. Coming from the guy who almost ate the whole pan that last time I made it.
That's cap. That's cap. There was no such incident. Do you understand me? That's cap.
Oh my gosh. But also too, during this time of year, people talk about the pumpkin, yes, but the apples. Apples, I love
apples season.
apples.
Carter's Mountain.
Yes,
It's a
yes.
hot spot right about now.
But not just the apples themselves. Like I like making homemade fried apples. You can make homemade applesauce.
I've never liked fried apple. I'm sorry. This is not about me. Let me shut up.
It really isn't.
Well, I'm gonna tell you anyways. I don't like them. How about sick of you? How about sick of you?
But apple cider, like apple juice is good, but I love some really good apple cider.
Is
Hot
dope.
or cold.
That's
Yeah.
nasty.
Oh, what?
Apple cider is. I'd rather get punched in the face.
Really?
We can make that happen. We can make that.
But let me tell you, D83, depending on what kind of apple cider you get, some of the store brands are just kind of blah.
Yeah. You
But
gotta
if you
natural.
get some of like the fresh squeezed apple cider, like if you go to like Carter's Mountain or something like that,
Have
it
you-
tastes like
Yeah.
real apple.
Have you ever been there?
No,
You should definitely
not.
take the kids, man.
I've heard that.
It is
Yes.
because listen, because I mean, you ain't. I think they'll enjoy picking the apples. That's one thing. You know what I'm saying? It is be ready for it because it's on the top of a mountain, and then you have to either go up or down to pick apples. So
Yes.
yeah, but they have the market there, and you know what I'm saying, like they got the apple wine, they got apple ice cream, they got them apple donuts are amazing.
Apple cider donuts.
Them
Yes.
joints are crazy. Oh my stars.
That does sound good.
Yeah, but it's apple themed everything, so it's dope. It's definitely worth it.
Yeah. It really depends on where you get it, the brand that you get for you to get the best tasting product. Because again, a lot of the store brands, they have like a lot of preservatives and stuff.
Yeah,
and
it's all
they're
concentrate.
just-
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
They're okay, but they're not what you really want.
Yeah,
But yeah, try some of the real stuff, and I think you might change your outlook on apple cider.
it's
We
worth
shall
it.
see.
It's worth
I'll
it.
try.
Yeah.
It's
I'll
worth
give it a shot.
What's the other thing they had that I got? It was the apple. Was it like a preserve or something like that? It was apple.
Apple butter?
Apple Watch.
Apple butter. Oh, D83, get on the train, brother.
Apple butter.
It's a
Yes.
listen, you like toast? You ain't
Oh,
had
yeah.
you ain't had toast, so you tried with apple butter, bro.
Really?
That's my word. Do you hear me? Listen. Oh man.
Cinnamon butter has always been my favorite.
No sir. Forget that.
Nothing like.
Apple butter
Apple butter.
will change your life. Yes.
I'm writing this down.
Now you got to get it. Don't just go to the store and your local grocery store and try and get it because it ain't gonna be the same. You gonna have to make that trip. You know what I'm saying? Take the kids. It's an outing. It'll be worth it. Trust me.
Yeah. It really does, hit the spot differently when
Big
you
facts.
get it fresh made,
Big facts. It's different. It hits
compared to
different.
the store brand. Yeah.
It is
And
different. Trust me.
when does this place stop? I mean, like when did?
It's going on now. So it's fall. It's prime time. So it's
Yeah.
going down now. So you have some time. But just check because different apples are in different parts of the season. So,
Yeah.
but they're Carter's Mountain.
Carter's not.
Yeah, it's Charlottesville, I think. Charlottesville-ish. Yeah. So
Yeah. It's just fun just to go to see the view. It's amazing.
yeah, the view is nice. If you just sitting down because they got a little restaurant in there and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So they got it's a nice spot. But listen, if you trying to get them apples, beware. Do you hear me? Comfortable shoes. You need some cleats. You know what I'm saying? You need
This is true.
some safety wire. You know what I'm saying? The whole mountain climbing gear is what you need, bro. I did not think I was gonna. I thought I was going to live the rest of my life down that mountain. I did not
wow.
think I was gonna make it back up, sir.
It again, it depends on what apples you're going for, because they'll tell you where your apples are located, because they have so many different varieties.
Them pink ladies, which are typically like the most sought after. Ooh, you got to pay for that. You
Give
gotta,
me
they down the
some
mountain.
Fuji's. Give me some Fuji apples.
Fuji apple.
I don't know about that, but all I know is be ready. That's all I'm gonna say. It's real.
Oh gosh. And just a few other fall or comfort foods that I like to talk about. Eggnog this time of year. Like, eggnog isn't what it used to be. I'm not talking about the alcoholic
Yes, it
or
is.
the spike kind.
No, you ain't getting the right eggnog. Get that Southern Comfort. I said it the right way too. Get that Southern Comfort. It ain't got.
I'm talking about like all the flavors that they have now, like vanilla spice, and they have different flavors.
That's been out for a while, yeah.
Well, I'm talking about like when we were growing up. They didn't have all that. It was just eggnog.
Hey, let's get that. Yeah, that's true. Hey, that eggnog is great. It's amazing. But if you don't know, you gotta have guts of steel. Because if you drink too much, you in trouble.
1 cup. 1 cup.
Listen, your stomach gonna be twisting in knots, double dutching, all of that. You hear me? Don't do it to yourself. Sparingly.
Yeah, it really is a treat that you need to moderate.
Yes.
In moderation.
I made that mistake. Huh?
Why do that to yourself? Why do that to yourself?
Because it's good.
It really is good.
Same thing. Same thing. Why people do other things to themselves? Hey, it's good.
This is true. This is true. Why do people do other things? Right. So it's like blindfolding yourself and punching yourself randomly in the face. Is that odd?
I think I might have someone you can talk to about that.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's odd. Okay. I just know a guy.
I think we need to have a conversation off air, sir. It's okay. Whatever you're going through, it's fine. We're going to help you, sir. Man, where did that come from? Well, all right. Well, Mello, thank you for the tasty talk. That was corny, but I don't care because I said it.
I thought it was really that was well said.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Talk.
Tasty talk. Let's get into it.
あなたが一緒にいないと心が折れる。
So today, I decided to switch things up just a little bit. I don't have a anime review, but I want to talk about anime nonetheless. So, my topic for today is the top 5 best anime fights from anime that I've watched. Now, that is the key. That I've watched. That I think. I'm not saying this is going to be across the board. I know there'll be several people that disagree with me on some of my choices. These are my choices and my choices alone. Kick rocks with no socks. I messed that up. Anyways, you know what I mean. So, first on my list, listen. For all the people that's been down with it since the dawn of time. Dragon Ball Z, GT, Super. Alright, the whole line, right? So, my favorite to this day, because it was such an emotional impact for me,
Yes.
is the Goku versus Frieza fight.
Yes.
When he turned Super Saiyan.
This is
Do you hear me? Listen, that's top of my list. There was no more of an epic transformation than that I have come across. It's been some great ones, don't get me wrong. But the emotional impact that had on a school kid, listen.
Yes.
It was it for me. So that is top on my list. Goku beat the brakes off of Frieza. We all know that. I don't know how he keeps coming back, but he keeps coming back. And he keeps changing. Now he's gold. And then beyond, I think there's a black version too now. I don't know. Who knows? They doing the most out here. They doing the most. Goku's still king. I'm just saying. And I know there's a lot of arguments on who's going to be who. Goku versus Saitama. All of that stuff. Goku wins. Moving on. Now that was my top. That would be my first spot. The rest are not necessarily in a numeric order or a chronological order of any sort. Demon Slayer. I lied. This might be number 2.
It has to be.
Rengoku versus Akaza. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I guess Akaza.
Akaza.
That was probably the most. I'm torn between it simply because of how epic that battle was, and Rengoku still died.
Yes.
I was so upset at that, but that was probably definitely one of the best battle scenes I've seen, hands down, no questions. Rengoku, he earns the number 2 spot for me.
If I had known, I would have worn my shirt with that on there because I have that one.
Yes, I know. That's okay, because you're not a true fan. Anyways. The level of shock on her face. I love it. I love it. All right. Moving on. Now, I won't say this is my third. I will just say this is just another one. But everybody who is a Full Metal Alchemist fan, this is not Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, even though there is a very similar scene in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and Full Metal Alchemist. And that is Mustang versus Envy. Good gracious me. You talking about Fury. So for y'all that may not know, Colonel Mustang is he's part of the army. He's a colonel, obviously. And I don't know if he was colonel then. But anyways, so he is kind of like Ed and Al's kind of guardian in a sense, but not legally. He just kind of looks after him. He's concerned about him. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. But he's also kind of teaches them. He's the one that found them after they tried to transmute their mother back and they lost their limbs and stuff and body. So he is a fire alchemist. So he wears these, I forget, like flint-like gloves or something like that. So when he snaps, it creates a spark, and he's able to manipulate that and, do what he does. This man, I think anybody who's seen the anime understands when Hughes dies. That's probably one of the most saddest moments. That might be my next one. The most saddest moments in anime. But hands down, that's probably one of the most saddest moments. That, and then, I forget I ain't going there. Anyways, so, and Hughes and Mustang were like best friends. So when Mustang found out that Envy killed Hughes, this man literally burned him to a crisp. Like, quite literally, repeatedly. It was probably one of the most epic scenes, like, of pure rage I've ever seen in an anime. That was amazing. Next on the list, My Hero Academia. All for One versus All Might. I know D83, you haven't gotten the chance yet. Mello, you haven't gotten a chance to see all of that, have you?
I haven't seen that yet.
Listen, that fight scene is amazing. Oh my stars, absolutely amazing. You got to check it out. All Might is supposed to be, he's a pillar of justice, right? So in a world of metahumans, there, who has these quirks. You have your villains, you have your heroes, this, that, and the third. All Might is looked at as the ultimate hero. He's the pinnacle, right? But throughout the story, what you realize is that he's losing his powers. So watch the story; it's an amazing story. But this fight, All Might's power is one for all, right? That's what it's called. It's a quirk. They call them quirks, and it's the direct counter to All for One. So, and All For One is a villain, right? He's like the ultimate bad villain, right? But he also created that's the all One For All for his. It was like, or maybe it was his brother. Anyways, long story short, it's like the counter to him, right? So as it gets transferred to different people, it grows stronger. And so All Might passes it to Midoriya. Right. But in that exchange, it leaves All Might as Midoriya grows and gets stronger in it, right? So this is the epic battle between good and evil, right? But All For One and All Might, or all One For All and All For One. Amazing battle. Definitely worth it. Super. I don't know if you get into all giddy and emotional stuff, but it's not that really emotional. It's just epic to me. All right. I was torn on this last one. Hunter x Hunter. Oh boy. Yeah. So I couldn't decide because and ultimately the reason I didn't go with it, right? So Gon, who was like the main character of Hunter x Hunter, he's a young kid, super powerful. His dad is like world's greatest hunter. All this, that, and the third. It was either Gon versus P2, I think that's how you pronounce it. But I didn't go with that because it wasn't much of a fight. Gon had probably the second most epic transformation in anime history. And literally decimated P2. Like, it was just horrible. So it wasn't really much of a fight. But I wanted to go with Netero versus Miriam. So, kind of quick backdrop. Netero was the leader of the Hero Society, or I can't remember what it's called. But no, the Hunter Society, or something like that. So, but he's old guy, but super powerful. And this is going to sound crazy, but Miriam was the king of the ants. So it's a specific species of ant. Started off at an ant. But I think as it either consumes other organisms, it can grow, ultimately grow into like humanoid creatures. Super powerful. So he's the king. Super powerful. Amazing battle. Epic battle. Like, y'all just got to watch it. I can't really describe it. But Miriam obviously looks down on humans because he's, super powerful. And he's not like a really super villain, right? It's not really like that, I don't think. He's just, I don't know. It's an odd kind of character to me, but the way it ended was pretty amazing. Just go check it out. Hunter x Hunter, Netero versus Miriam. That was my choice between that and Gon versus P2. So, last thing on the list I wanted to talk about is something security related. And I think we see it more in the commercial sector, but it can certainly happen in the home sector, so to speak, small office home. And that's ransomware. So I've touched on this before, but ransomware is basically a type of malware that prevents or limits users from accessing their systems, either by locking the system's screen or by locking users' files until a ransom is paid. Right? So, and these facts are coming from Trend Micro. So, basically, the trend is to what you see right now is cryptoware, right? So, the thing is, they are able to infiltrate your network, infiltrate your systems, and they start encrypting your system's files, whether that be on a commercial level, enterprise level, or your home computer. They can either one. And basically, when you go to your computer, you see a screen. Hey, your files have been encrypted. You have to pay us X amount in Bitcoin or some other digital currency, but usually it's Bitcoin. And they'll send you the unlock key or unlock in order to unlock your files. So really, it's it's ransom. That's what it is, right? It's super prevalent right now. To the fact, I mean, you can turn on the news at any given time, right about now, and it's out there, right? So some things a lot of companies choose to pay, and a lot of companies choose not to. It depends. One of the best mitigation techniques for ransomware is to have backups, a good backup system, right? So that's basically something like an air gapped or something copy of your systems, snapshots, virtual snapshots, whatever, so that you can quickly restore systems back to the original state prior to the malware. That can be tricky because a lot of times they can get in and they sit there without you actually realizing. So you have to get to a point, you have to restore to a point where they're clean. But it's super prevalent. Again, you hear about it all the time. The money is to be made, obviously, in the enterprise sector, right? Because that's where the big bucks are. So while it's important for users, just regular users, PC users at home, to be vigilant, it can certainly happen, but the targets are definitely major corporations, things like that. So keep your antivirus up to date. Don't click on suspicious links and emails that promise you $500. If you give them $500, they'll give you $5,000. Be wary. If you have questions about the email, don't open it. Simple as that. Delete it, or contact the company that the email is purporting to be from, and verify. Right? Email is one of the most common ways that you get got for bad English. So just something to keep in mind. Just wanted to touch on that. And yeah, sorry, that ran over a little bit. But let's get to our hump day question. And that is, if you could... Oh, go ahead, the 83.
I just wanted to throw in there that I really like your number one pick on the anime.
Oh, yeah. Dragon Ball Z, yes.
I didn't watch a lot of anime in my time, but I did. I was later in life, but I did watch all the Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super,
Yes.
Dragon Ball GT, right?
Yeah.
Man, that was an incredible fight. Didn't it last like 8-10 episodes?
Yes, it was stupid long. Stupid long.
Yeah.
Yes,
But-
it was.
That transformation is probably the most iconic, I'd say, in anime. That's just me personally. So
My son always thought Frieza was a girl. He'd be like, man,
He
she's
sounds like
getting
one.
beat. I'm like, right, true, it does. I was like,
That's a
it's
dude.
not.
Yeah, he's a guy. That's funny. All right, so if you could travel back in time, what time period would you go to, and why? I'm gonna open the floor up.
I would say 80s. Sorry, I'm an 80s baby. I would love to be able to just go through the 80s as a not the age I am now, maybe like teens or early 20s.
Early 20s. Yeah.
Yeah, early 20s. Live through all that.
What do you want
I
to live
love
through,
the
though?
music.
The music.
The music.
Yeah.
I would love to be in the club scene with like songs coming out with like Tears of Fears, Duran Duran, man, Paul Simon, just so many great, Eddie Money,
Right.
just so much good music. Van Halen.
That's not surprising to me at all.
The 80s were just, it would have been amazing to
Music-wise,
me.
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I would agree with that because there was some really good music during that time.
Listen, I was born
Even
during that
though-
time.
Yes,
It wasn't all
and
that. I'll just play.
anyway,
Don't be rolling your
and
eyes at me.
I remember like some of the music which I might have been kind of young at the time to really appreciate. I remember listening, like I'm talking about early 80s.
Young? Man, you was like 30 then. Got her.
Anyway,
Joke's on you, homie. Oh, please continue, Mello.
Anyway, but yes, being able to have a more mature appreciation of it and be able to really kind of like, just indulge in, that time period. I definitely agree.
Stuff. All right. So what's up? What time period do you want to go back to the 80s too? Or were you trying to go?
Well, there's a few time periods, but I think there's a major time period, and I think you and I had briefly discussed, but like during like the biblical times, during Jesus's time, being able to, be there when he was preaching, performing his miracles, just being like in that time period, hearing of this amazing person.
So now, are we retaining our current level of knowledge, or are we just like spectators here, or what's the plan?
I don't know. What would you say time traveling means? Like, to me, it would be like going back as you are to that time period.
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
yeah, I think because from what I've learned just reading from the Bible and teachings from church and Sunday school, it would be so much more impactful to be there during that time. Like, granted, I don't know Hebrew, but I'm hoping that I would have that ability to
How you magically get that ability? You better start studying now.
I don't think English as we know it was really around during that time period. I could be wrong, but there was a lot of languages. I don't think English was one, maybe.
I'm pretty sure it
Pretty sure it
was.
wasn't.
I think it was.
What?
Yeah, yeah. Because you got to think about the Catholicism. When was it? No, I don't know. No, that was way later. I don't know. That's a great question.
That would be a good time. So again, I guess we're spectators, right?
That we would have to be
Spectators,
Yeah,
passengers, right?
Yeah.
Passing through.
because
I like that.
okay. Well, I would definitely say that, but I would love to go back to ancient Egypt when they were building like the Sphinx and the pyramids. I would love to see that. Like,
That was a very interesting time.
yeah, I've always loved ancient Egyptian history and stuff like that. It's always been a fascination of mine. So I think that would be super super dope.
Yeah. To see how it was actually created.
Yeah,
I like that.
exactly. Because
Yeah.
it's still a mystery, and I don't. Depending on who you talk to, the pyramids are actually some portals or something. They extend like thousands of feet into the ground. Who knows, man? I can't. I just want to let me go back and see for myself. That's
Right.
what I want. You know what I'm saying? But that whole time period was just like Egypt was just dope to me back then.
Yeah, because I mean, if you think about the kings and queens or pharaohs and that sort of thing, the power that they possessed, and how
But
big
just the-
Egypt was at the time.
Yeah, but just the advancement of the nation itself, man. For that time period, like it's just amazing. Like mathematics was in play back then. Like, let's be real. How else could they have built, what they built? I think it's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, that's even through like the Greek
Absolutely.
period, the
There was-
Roman period.
They had some great
know.
mathematicians. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And like you said, they still
Still can't figure it
cannot
out.
figure out how they did
Exactly.
it. Like,
Yeah.
like what the heck?
They just figured out how the Roman Colosseum is still standing in some of the Roman structures and what they used in the concrete. You know what I'm saying? That was a self-healing property. So,
What's really interesting, when I was taking art history about a year ago, it was like prehistoric to, I believe, the Renaissance time period that we studied. And what we studied is a lot of their buildings and architecture and how they did it, the mathematics that went into it
Yep.
through these different areas, these countries, and it's real. Like math is the language that you really need to know, and I wish I was better at it because
I'm good. I'm good. I learned enough.
no,
I'm not.
no,
I can look. I don't need to speak math for anybody to understand me. I'm good. So I'm just saying, like I'm good. But you said something. The Renaissance. I used to be fascinated with the Renaissance era too. That's one. That's one place. That's one time period I would love to go see too.
yeah,
The
Renaissance,
Yeah,
period.
I think that was just an amazing time too. So I
Yeah.
used to back in school, like early high school, man. I was fascinated with the Renaissance, man. I used to have cassette tapes of Renaissance music. Like, man, it was crazy.
This man just said cassette tapes.
I mean, that's what it was back in the day, man.
Yeah,
No.
there are a lot of
Oh,
people who
my
don't know
goodness.
what those are.
That's
Oh my goodness.
listen.
That
We all seasoned on this show. You understand? Them young Thundercats, they ain't gonna know what it is. We seasoned here.
I remember taking tape, and you tape on the back little squares on it.
Yep.
And then you could put it in, and you could record over
Over it to yep.
store bought albums or whatever.
Yep. Exactly. Yep. Used to do that. But better yet, when you used to record songs off the radio
That's what
to make a mixtape. Stop playing.
Funny.
Stop playing. DJing back in the day, bro. Yeah, but Renaissance and ancient Egypt for me.
I like
That's
that.
where I like to go. So
It's all interesting because we were never actually there.
of course. Listen,
And-
if the world is around 100 years from now, I'm pretty sure they'll be looking at our time period and say, "Oh wow," or maybe not, because it's a lot of BS that's going on. So maybe they might try and omit this time frame from the history books. Who knows? I don't know.
Who's to even say that we're gonna be around another?
That's what I'm
20
saying.
years?
If we're still here, you know what I'm saying? So,
God help us all.
man. But yeah, man, that'll do it for the show. Thank y'all for tuning in once again. And you know how I do. Tell somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch me, Mello, and D83 right here on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Go to the community tab and click on the poll. Let us know what you think about the show. I need a record deal because that rhymed. Well, that's it for that. I think it's time for me to go. Thank y'all for tuning in. We love you. Peace.